Hey plant besties, this is your girl Chula coming back with another video. Welcome back to my channel, Hooked on Houseplants, where we love our plants, but we do not allow them to stress us out. Okay, my good people, this is part 2 of my Hoya collection. Yay! So listen, if you missed part 1, I will link it above. I highly suggest that you go back and watch part 1 if you have not seen it already. And in the last video, I mentioned that I was going to show you what I was using to fertilize my Hoya. I'm just showing you this just so you know what I use. These companies are not sponsoring me. I'm not suggesting that you go out and buy these fertilizers. I'm just showing you that this is what I use. I use this. And I have been using this to try and get my Hoya to bloom. Okay, so these two products, I use this every other watering. And to be honest, I have not been very consistent. So it is what it is. If my Hoya bloom, great. If they don't, then, I mean, what can you do? All right, so we got that out the way. And I had a wonderful subscriber ask me about my lighting. And so I'm gonna real quickly just kind of, I don't have real expensive grow lights. I don't have any Soltech. I do have a Barina grow light that it's like a puck. But everything else they're just standard grow lights that I have ordered from Amazon, like these style grow lights. Let me see I don't even see a brand name on them. My husband gets my grow lights for me, so all I can say is that he gets them from Amazon. So I'm just kind of panning around so you can see what type of grow lights I use. Track lighting. There's another grow light there in that corner. And another one there. Another track light here. I do have a ceiling fan, and let me turn it on because I am hot. You know, it doesn't give that much light, but you know, it is light. So that's basically it. Nothing really special. I use a lot of the lighting that you use, especially for shelves. So yeah, that is basically it. I do have 2 windows. I don't even really open these blinds because hardly any light comes in through this window. This window gets really good sunlight. So that is basically my lighting situation. All right, so let's get into it. So I left off over here in this area. But first, I want to show you this little one that I have sitting over here because it's a new Hoya and I watered it today, and so I didn't put it back. But this is called the Hoya Elliptica Yala. Now, if you remember, I had a whole Hoya Elliptica, okay? It was very full, very lush, and it's also very dead. It is no longer with me. I lost that particular Hoya quite a while back. I can't even really remember what happened to it. But I guess this is supposed to be hybrid of the Elliptica. I had never heard of the Yala. I just like it because this leaf is a little bit thicker than the one that I had, and the veination is like more pronounced. So it did come with 2 leaves. The other leaf yellowed and dropped off. But you can see those 2 little grow points there. So it is promising. I think this particular Hoya came to me in fluval stratum. So I put it in water for like maybe a week, and then I just put it into semi-hydro. So this is the Hoya Elliptica Yala, one of my new Hoya. Okay, so over here on this shelf, I have my reverted Argentea or Argentea Princess. So you can see these 2 leaves that the plant came with, and all the rest of them are reverted. Yay! Even though I got this Hoya specifically for the variegated leaves, I knew before purchasing that this particular Hoya has the tendency to revert. And I think once it is reverted, is it called a Nova Ghost? If that is incorrect, I will put it on the screen. But it seems like someone told me that, or they didn't tell me, but I saw on someone else's video that if the tendril is not pink, like you can see this tendril is dark, that if the tendril is not pink, that means more than likely that it's not going to produce variegated leaves. So I don't know how true that is. Chime in, let me know if you have heard that, or if you have this particular Hoya, have you experienced that? I could have chopped it. I know that's what some people do to get the plant to, I guess, continue to produce variegated leaves, but I wasn't on it like that. I mean, to me, the leaves are still beautiful. I love silver leaves, and this silver is like it's like a creamy silver. I just love it. So I just decided to just leave it how it is. Okay, so I'm putting her back. And let's see, no Hoya here. So we're going to go down to the bottom. Okay, let me move some of these plants out of the way so y'all can see what's going on over here. Okay, so first we have one of my favorite Hoya, if not my favorite, is Mr. Wilbur. Now, if you have been watching my channel, you already knew. You already know how I feel about Mr. Wilbur. Now, I have had Mr. Wilbur Graves for almost, I want to say almost 4 years. And Mr. Wilbur has stuck beside me, y'all, because we had a little mishap about a year ago where I was trying to re-trellis Mr. Wilbur, and I created a disaster. Yes, I did. When you're re-trellising a Hoya, you have to be very, very careful. So I recommend that you try to get it right the first time or trellis the Hoya early, because I was manipulating the tendrils too much. And this particular Hoya does not have very pliable tendrils, so I caused a lot of damage. I broke a lot of the tendrils. And so that really set this plant back big time. And I was so worried because you know, this Hoya never loses leaves. Never. So it started yellowing and dropping leaves, and I was like, oh boy, what have I done to Mr. Wilbur? So I ended up um, having to reroot parts of the plant, and I just reroot it in water. And once the cuttings or once the propagations or cuttings or whatever rooted up, I put them back in with the plant. So that's why it's still very full, as you can see. I would 1000% recommend this Hoya. This is a Carnosa variety. It is very easy, y'all. And I see this in a lot of people's collections, and they all say the same thing usually, that they love this Hoya, that it's a good grower, and that it doesn't give them any grief. That new little leaf right there, that's so cute. Kind of backlit. But yes, I love my Wilbur Graves, y'all. Oh, and this is the Russian form, or Russia. I know there's a Wilbur Graves, China, and probably some other varieties, but it was sold to me as Russia. And if you can believe, I bought this Hoya as a 2-leaf cutting back when it was very expensive. The price has gone way down on this Hoya, because I think I paid a little over $100 for a 2-leaf cutting. Yeah. I sure did. But I can definitely say that it was worth it. So that is Hoya Wilbur Graves. Okay, so next to Wilbur Graves is my Wilburgier. Let me get in here so y'all can see this beauty of a Hoya. That's one thing about Hoya. I love Hoya, but the tendrils be getting on my nerves. If you don't get the tendrils under control, these tendrils be grabbing on to other plants. You go to move one plant, and if you don't check and make sure that tendril is not grabbing on to something else, you will cause a mess. I cannot tell you how many times I have knocked over plants because of a Hoya tendril. But anyway, that's beside the point. Y'all, look at that variegation. Now, this particular Hoya sun stresses a beautiful pink color. It's like this lighting is not showing y'all, because I really want you to see how pink that variegation is. I hope it's picking up. But yeah, this is a very beautiful Hoya. And I moved it over here because I had it on the top shelf where I have a lot of my larger Hoya. Look at that leaf. But I wanted it to sunstress pink, and I noticed that it was starting to lose the pink variegation. And so I moved it over here underneath this grow light right there, and I can already see that it's coming back. Are y'all seeing that? Are y'all looking? Because I need you to get into them pink leaves. I mean, oh my goodness. Ah, this is such a beautiful Hoya. And it doesn't cost that much either. So I recommend that you go out and get you one. And I'm sorry if you try not to buy more plants. I shouldn't be saying that, but if you love you some Hoya, you got to get this one. Okay, this has to be, you need this Hoya in your life. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But yes, this is the Hoya Wilburgier. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I mean, look at that leaf. Oh my goodness. Okay, so next is Ganungading. I'm just playing. This is Ganungading. And to be honest, when I first got this Hoya, I was really not feeling it, but I'm feeling it now. Okay, I'm starting to see the hype behind this Hoya. First of all, it's starting to sun stress. Second of all, that venation. I mean, can we pause a little bit so that we can get into this venation? These are the two newest leaves. And I'm just loving this Hoya. And I see a big difference. I see a big difference because this Hoya came with all of these leaves that you see down here. And they even look, to me, the color is not even as rich as these up here. And I'm not just talking about the sun stressing, but these look darker, like more healthier. It's almost as if these are a little bit chlorotic down here. So all of these, like this one is new, this one, this one, this one, and these two. I've had this particular Hoya for, I want to say about 3 months, 3 or 4 months, because I got it like towards the end of summer. And yeah. So it could be the fertilizer that's giving it like more of this rich color, but I'm really enjoying this Hoya. Let me know what y'all think about the Ganungading, or y'all know what I'm talking about if you have this Hoya. All right, and then I think I've had the Wilbur, because I think I got that one a little bit before the Ganungading. So I've had the Wilbur probably about 4 or 5 months, probably about 5 months. Okay, so that is all the Hoya that I have down here. Just these three. So now we're going to move over to this table that I have over here, because I have quite a few Hoya on this side. Excuse me, you know I got 1,000,001 plants. I got to move out the way so I can get over here. How are y'all doing today? I didn't even ask y'all how y'all are doing. I know a lot of y'all are going through things, dealing with illness and sickness of family members and things of that sort. So I hope this video finds you in a better place. Okay, so we got a lot of Hoya over here, y'all. So I'm gonna start with this one. This is a newer Hoya that needs to be watered. Oh no, it has water in the reservoir. This is the ETS10 Silver. And this has kind of been a slow grower for me. It came with 2 leaves. So these 2 lighter ones are new. But it's okay. It's been an okay Hoya thus far. I can tell it's gonna be on the slower side. So yep, this is the ETS10 Silver. Okay, then over here is my Croniana Silver. If you've been rolling with me for a while, I've had this Hoya for probably about 4 years. And I know if you're new, you're probably thinking, well, why is it so small? This was a very large Hoya, actually. I mean, it had a whole trellis situation going on. And the same thing that I did with Mr. Wilbur, I made the mistake of doing with this Hoya. It was on a trellis. It looked very messy because it was a very, very large Hoya. And so I was trying to get it straightened out and ended up damaging the plant. So I just took these cuttings. It's actually a lot longer than it looks. I just kind of have it wrapped around the top to give it a more fuller look. But yes, this is the Croniana Silver, the only Hoya that has ever flowered for me. This Hoya is very prolific when it comes to that. Now, since it's been cut, it hasn't flowered for me. But before that, it had flowered lots of times, and the blooms smell so good. They have such a perfumey fragrance. And so hopefully, as it continues to reestablish itself really good, it will bloom for me come spring or summer. I will insert a picture of the bloom. But yes, I love her for that. She's the only one that has bloomed for me. The Croniana Silver. And when I got this Hoya, it was expensive as well because keep in mind, like I said, I've had it for about 4 years. And so it was just a little cutting and it was expensive. So the prices have really gone down on this Hoya as well. Okay. Oh, and she's also, if you couldn't see, in semi-hydro. Okay, so over here, this is a newer Hoya, which I don't know what's going on with this leaf. Okay, so this is the Polyura Splash and Outer Variegated. It's two different Hoyas in one semi-hydro setup. So it came with just 2 leaves. This one, and then the other one has already fell off. And it looks like this one is on its way out too. I don't know if y'all can see the way it's, or is it this one? Wait a minute. Oh, I think it's this one. You see how it's kind of, well, wait a minute. What am I looking at here? Oh, this one. This one looks like I'm about to lose it for some reason. Oh, well. I said I was about to lose it and I lost it. So I'm not for sure why that happened. The other leaf that came with this one, because it was both varieties were 2-leaf cuttings. So the other leaf that came with this one fell off about a month ago, and this one just fell off. So I don't know what that is about. But it seems to be growing okay. So this is the variegated portion. So I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've gotten 8 leaves thus far. So that's pretty good. It probably needs to be watered. And then the variegated side, which is right in there, has just given me 4 new leaves. Let me check no, it has water in there. And the roots look pretty good. So I don't know why it has been losing leaves. Oh well. I don't know if that's something that the Polyura does. But yeah, it has water. Yeah, so this is the Polyura variegata and the outer variegated. So I've had this Hoya, I guess, probably about 3 or 4 months. I haven't had it that long. All right, so moving on. The Hoya gracilis used to be Memoria. I know y'all get so sick of me saying this, but I didn't actually buy this Hoya. It was gifted to me as a 2-leaf cutting along with a purchase that I made from the same seller. So the seller was nice enough to give me this Hoya. Now I've had this one for probably about a year, a little over a year, and it don't seem to have grown very much. So I don't know if this is just a slower growing Hoya, but yeah, this is the gracilis or Memoria. Okay, so back here is one that I got from y'all favorite Etsy shop, the Green Escape. Yes. And it's surprisingly doing very well. This is the Incrostata. Very pretty Hoya. Look at that variegation. So this is a newer Hoya as well. Haven't had it that long. I'll actually link, because I think I did an unboxing on this particular Hoya, because it came with just 2 leaves. So how many leaves does it have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think it lost a leaf. And then it has these 2 little ones. So I guess that's not too bad for having had it less than 6 months, I guess. But it's very pretty. So that is the Incrostata. Okay, so down here is my Ficii, another slow grower. And let's see, it's just now giving me, I think these leaves are new. And then these 2. And then it has these 2 little leaves coming up right there. And I had asked about this Hoya because I wanted to know if it was slow for y'all too. And it seems like some of you were saying yes, that this is a slower growing Hoya. But yes, this is the Ficii. And it has nice little variegation on the leaves. This one's actually a nice size. So that's the Ficii. And then here is one of my favorite. This is the Patrai or Hoyaville. Y'all gotta excuse me. Y'all already know how I am. But I love this Hoya. I love it because the leaves are very... I love large leafed Hoyas. And so this is giving that. I love the texture of the leaf. And it even has, this particular leaf has like a dark lining or dark edging on the leaf. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, this has been, and this was kind of iffy in the beginning, because in the beginning I was losing some of the leaves. So I don't know what I was doing wrong. I don't know if maybe I wasn't, you know how sometimes a Hoya will start growing a little leaf and then the leaf will fall off. Well, it did that twice. And so I don't know if I was not watering it enough or what, but it seems to be stabilizing itself now. So yeah, this is a very nice Hoya. And it doesn't cost that much. It looks like an expensive looking Hoya, but I don't think I paid no more than about maybe $25 for this one. Very nice Hoya. Okay, this one is also a newer one. Ooh, let me get my legs together. My legs are starting to hurt. Okay, so this is the Hoya variegated. This is also a newer Hoya, and it came like this. It came very full, as you can see. This is new. I don't know what's wrong with that leaf though. It's kind of curled up looking. But this is new. And that variegation is very pretty. These two leaves are new, definitely. And it seems to be doing pretty well. I can't wait for it to start trailing. And it looks like this one sun stresses too. So very pretty Hoya. The leaves are, I guess, lance-like. They're very thin. I mean, they're not that thin, but they're elongated. But I really like this Hoya. Okay, here is Miss Hoya Collection that I think just lost a leaf. This Hoya, I would not recommend this Hoya for a beginner. I'm just saying, I'm just speaking from my experience because first of all, this Hoya has taken forever to grow for me. I've had this little cutting for the longest time. It just put out these two. These two leaves are new. I had it growing in potting mix. It was not doing well. And it was starting to lose leaves, even though it really didn't have too much more than these. And so I took it out of the substrate and I put it in water for a while. And then now it's in semi-hydro. So it does seem to, what is that on the leaf? It does seem to be liking semi-hydro. So we'll see. I don't know. It's just this has always grown very slow for me. So I would recommend that if you are considering this Hoya, if you don't already have it, it's pretty much a staple, though, in most people's collections. I would get one that's already established, that's already a nice size. Because I don't know if it's just been my experience with this Hoya, but it has been a very slow growing Hoya. Yes, I'm talking about you. Okay, next is another favorite. This is the Rotunda Flora. Oh, it's just looking so gorgeous, so shiny. Now, I almost lost this Hoya too to dry rots because I let it go dry too long and it's dry again. It has a little bit of water down there, but it needs water again. And so when I went to water it, it started to lose leaves, and it actually got to the point where the leaves were wrinkled. Because this Hoya, once the leaves get to a certain point where they're really wrinkled, they're not going to go back. At least mine did not. Once they were wrinkled, they just were staying like that. And so I just took cuttings. I rerooted this whole plant and I put it in semi-hydro, which is usually what I will do with a lot of my smaller plants. If I have to reroot them or take propagations, 9 times out of 10, once they're rooted, I'm going to put them in semi-hydro. So that is what I have done with this Rotunda Flora. If I didn't say that that's what it was called. But look how pretty those leaves, look how shiny those leaves are. I didn't put anything on this Hoya. And it has a very unique shape to it. It's almost like a rounded rectangle. It's so cute. Love this Hoya. Okay, next we have the Silver Heart, Verticillata Silver Heart. This has been a slow grower for me as well. Oh, and I've had the Rotunda Flora for probably almost a year. And this Silver Heart, probably about 7 or 8 months. I got it in the summer or end of spring. So when I got it, it just had these two leaves right here. So in all that time, it has only given me 5 leaves. So I don't know what is the problem with this Hoya. Maybe it's just a slow grower, but at least it's growing now. This is so pretty. And you know what? I didn't show y'all. Let me go get it because I want to make a comparison. Hold on. Okay, you know what? Actually, I got my facts wrong. This is a Parasitica. Is Parasitica the same as Verticillata, or are they two different kinds? But they look alike. So that's why I wanted to show y'all both side by side. Okay, so this is the Verticillata Silver Heart, and this is the Parasitica. Y'all look at this. Now, I've had this Hoya about 3 weeks, and when I saw it, at first I was like, well, no, I don't need this one because I have this one and they look quite similar. But now that I have them side by side, I'm glad I got this one because this variegation, I mean, do I need to say anything else? Like, really, do I need to? It speaks for itself. I mean, it is beautiful. Look at that variegation. And even though I've had it for 3 weeks, it's already giving what it should be. That's a new leaf right there. And I thought I saw another one. It's 2 more growth points. I think these are about to activate. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of backlit. But yes, this is the Parasitica. This is the Verticillata Silver Heart. This is the Parasitica. I'm just kidding. So these are both very beautiful Hoya, and I'm glad to have both of them in my collection. I just love this one. Okay, so next is the Maleiflua or Maleiflua. This is another Hoya that I have struggled with in the past. I've had this Hoya probably about a year, and it came with these 3 leaves. It has lost a couple of leaves. I have had to reroot this Hoya, and it just now started to grow for me. I've had to treat this with sulfur. I don't really know what was going on with this Hoya, to be quite honest. I cannot remember, but it's doing very well now. Probably had flat mites. I don't know. I don't think it had flat mites. I can't remember, though, to be honest. But it's doing very well now. I'm very happy with this Hoya. I love the texture of the leaf. It has a very leathery feel to it. So, yep, this is the Maleiflua or Maleiflua. What was that on the leaves? Okay. Look how pretty that one is. You know, I am forgetting about Hoyas. I forgot to show you a Hoya, another Hoya that was on that shelf. So I got to go back. Okay, so the last one over here is the Hoya Rhyme. And I have also struggled with this Hoya. It stopped growing for me. It actually still has, I need to wash the leaves off. It has sulfur on the leaves, but it just did not grow for me. Because the plant came with all of these leaves that you see. So then it put out a real weird looking one that was it was deformed. It had black spots on it. So I cut that leaf off. So just recently, like you can even see the difference. Like this part looks woody and then this is like fresh green. So it just recently put this out and it is working on 2 little leaves. So I'm very happy about that. Some of these Hoyas, some of these plants, it's so funny. It's like they hear you talking about them, and then they be like, oh, I'm going to show her. I'm going to prove her wrong. And it seemed like this one done heard Miss Rhyme, done heard me talking about her so much that she has decided to produce. Okay, so that is all the Hoya down here. And this one, actually, I keep this one. You know what? I'm going to show you where I keep that one in a minute. But let me get up from here. Let me make sure that's all of them. Yep. So let me take you back over here because I cannot believe I forgot about this one. This beauty over here. This is the Vang Vangensis. I think I showed you all this Hoya in my last favorites video. This Hoya, let me take it over here so y'all can see it better. It is so pretty. Like, look at those fleshy leaves. I just love this Hoya. And let me sit it over here so y'all can get a good look at it. Look at those 2 little baby leaves. Aren't they so precious? The leaves that come in so dark and shiny like eggplant. And then this is by far the biggest leaf that this Hoya has given me. But it's so pretty. Do y'all love this Hoya? If y'all have this Hoya, let me know what you think about it. This is 2 new baby leaves. But it's just so pretty. I just love the texture of the leaves. And it's just a really, really pretty Hoya. I would definitely recommend this one. The Hoya Vang Vangensis. And I just knocked over a plant. See, that is what I'm talking about. Oh, that is the life of a plant parent. I'm just so sick of knocking over plants and cleaning up messes. Okay, so what else? Before we go backtrack again, over here, there's more Hoya. So over here is my viola. And I got this one in a plant swap. And she is growing very nicely. Let me hold her up to the, over here so you can see her better. Okay. She has nice, large, shiny leaves. The viola or viola. And then we have the verticillata splash that's looking kind of crazy. It was on a trellis and I took it off the trellis, but I'm wondering if I should have left it on the trellis. But this is another very beautiful Hoya. Look at that splashing on the leaves. It's very pretty. Look at that. And shiny. So this is the verticillata splash. And then this is the Freckles Splash. So let me, and these Hoya are back here, like right in front of the window. And they also get a little bit of light from this grow light right there. Okay, so this one is the Freckles Splash. And I think I did a short on this particular Hoya. It is very pretty. Look at that. Look at the variegation on that leaf. It's just so pretty. And then it has this long tendril. But it's such a beautiful Hoya. Definitely will recommend this one as well. Especially if you're looking to get into the more splashier Hoya. Look at that. It's so pretty, the splashing. Look at that leaf. Very, very nice Hoya. Okay, then back here in the back, almost hiding. This is a new Hoya as well. And have I seen this in other people's collections? So let me tell you about this one. I have been wanting the Thomsonii because I wanted a Hoya with little leaves that were, is it called pubescent? This like the fuzzy, like it's real like velvety, like fuzziness. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I wanted a Hoya like that. So I saw this one and I was like, okay, I want to try that one. It's called Affinis or Affinis. And I've only had this one for probably about 2 weeks. And it's already given me growth because it came with just these 2 leaves. And you can kind of see the fuzziness on the leaf. I don't think it's quite as fuzzy as a Thomsonii, but it kind of reminds me of that one. And I think this one came to me in stratum as well. And so, no. This one actually came to me in pine. And so I just upsized it a little bit because it came in like a really, really small container. And so, yeah, I just put it in a sized it up or potted it up in a slightly larger setup in pond. So this is the Affinis or Affinis. Let me know if you've heard of this Hoya. Okay, so there's that one. Let me make sure that is it over here so I don't forget anything. Okay, so now I'm gonna take you back over here. So you can see some more Hoya that I forgot to show you. Okay, so up here, this is where I have the this Parasitica. I have it up here on this shelf. But also up here, I have my, let me be careful. This is the GPS, the 7240. Wait a minute. Y'all gotta excuse me. Okay. Another favorite of mine. I just love this Hoya. I think I have featured this one in a favorites video as well. Yes, if it's wrong, I'll put it on the screen, but I'm pretty sure this is the GPS 7240. Get into these leaves. Like, it's just certain things about certain plants that just really just look at this. Look how cute, and these oval shaped leaves, and their sun stressing, and look at that little baby. Look at that little baby. Oh, Get this Hoya. If you do not have this Hoya in your collection, get it. Get this Hoya, okay? Highly recommend. You will be so satisfied and so happy that you did. Love this Hoya. Okay, then the last one is this Hoya Rotunda looking raggedy. Let me tell you, I normally would not have purchased a Hoya like this, but lately I have been liking like Ripsalis and that sort of looking plant, if you know what I'm talking about, because it just looks like it has a different look, and I've been drawn to that look lately. So that's why I got the Rotunda. And I was wondering what was going on with it, because when I first got it, it was yellowing. It's lost a lot of little leaves. I guess that's what you call these things. And so I didn't know if I was going to be able to keep it alive. So I put it in semi-hydro. It does seem to like being in semi-hydro. Excuse me. And then this tendril right here was starting to yellow. And so on closer examination, I saw that it was almost pulled out of the substrate. Like the top of the roots were beginning to show. So it didn't have, I guess, access to the wick. And I believe Miss Fei and Patrai, because she's always messing with my plants, and I believe that she was pulling on it. But that's neither here nor there. So I do like it. I am starting to like it. I can't wait for it to grow out more though. But yeah, I like this style of Hoya. So that is the Rotunda. Let me know if y'all like this Hoya. Okay, so I think last but not least, this is also a newer Hoya. This is the Bertonier variegated. And I tell you, I got this Hoya because I hear so many people rave about this Hoya, how it's such a nice, pretty Hoya. And it is. I am seeing that, and I'm glad that I got it. It was very reasonable. I think I paid like what, maybe $15, if that much. I did get it from an Etsy seller, but I have seen this one before at Home Depot many a times, and I just never got it. But I finally got it, and I'm glad because it's very pretty. This is a new leaf right there. And then look at those two little babies. Those two are new, and these two. And they're already variegated. So, yeah. The Hoya Bertonier variegated. So that is the last Hoya on the list, y'all. I hope that you enjoyed my Hoya collection. I surely enjoyed sharing it with you all. If you like this content, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Instagram as well as TikTok, so you can check me over there if you would like. The links are in my profile. All right, y'all. Thank you so much once again for all the love and support and your comments. Let me know which Hoya you particularly liked in my collection, and if you have a lot of these Hoya that I have showed you. All right, y'all. So thank you once again. Take care. And until the next time, hooked on houseplants, y'all. Bye.